Cortana!
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
It's mostly sexual.
God damn you.
Any single time Pokemon fans suffer, this lovely husky of mine gets a nice boop on the nose. So for every Nintendrone out there that you guys piss off, I will give them a boop. So piss off as many as you can. Unfortunately, no matter how hard we try, none of us are gonna be able to piss off Nintendo guys as much as Nintendo themselves or Game Freak have. Not that they're gonna learn their lessons, of course, because even after this, they're gonna purchase the next Game Freak slop Pokemon game and then complain about it as other monster taming games grow bigger by the minute. Pokemon struggles to do the most basic things. I've had a field day shitting all over this title because it's slop, pure unadulterated slop. Game Freak made this game on their lunch break, I swear to God. But it doesn't really matter, you know? Right now, Nintendo kind of has a bit of a quality control problem. And Pokemon Legends ZA is the title that proves it. But before we dive into that, I just want to remind all of you, we are less than like 20-ish subs away from 117,000. I mean, the growth on this channel is nuts. This wouldn't be possible if Nintendo wasn't so shit right now. So if you love watching Nintendo guys and Nintendo products and the company get shat on, you've tuned to the right one, because my hatred of Nintendo is legitimate, if not just influenced by the algorithm like others.
It's fucking good for you.
So smash the subscribe button and let's get started with the news. Pokemon Legends ZA has a major hacking issue that has basically ruined the game. I mean, it was already crap to begin with. And just like Call of Duty, you know, it's the type of crap that people love to surround themselves around and just get a big old whiff of, which is why it's still around. So people seem to forget that Pokemon Legends ZA at the moment is completely playable, and that is because of exploitation through the Switch 1, which was easier to hack than Hunter Biden's laptop. This exploitation, of course, has resulted in the entire online component of the game being made almost unplayable for players and ruining the entire experience. I am so happy to hear that. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I love you. I love PC gaming. I love emulation. I love hacking. I love ruining Nintendo products. I want this game to be a living nightmare for those who are stupid enough to pay for online subscription. May their lessons be learned today. Pokemon Legends ZA hasn't even been out for a month, and it's already filled with cheaters. Good. You know, this game is a complete scam. So if people are going in there and cheating and hacking it and disrupting Game Freak's entire scam, a bunch of morons into buying the DLC and paying for online subscriptions, then I am glad to see that it's not going well for them. Fuck that scam. If there's one thing that can instantaneously ruin an online game, it's cheaters. Having bad actors go around and ruin the fun of unassuming players in an epidemic across dozens of games, so much so that developers like Riot have entire reconnaissance arm where they try and infiltrate cheater groups to try and stop the problem before it even arises. The latest game to be breached by cheaters is apparently one that hasn't even been on the market for a month. Pokemon Legends ZA, specifically its online ranked system. I mean, no offense, but like, if you guys are paying top dollar, buying a brand new console, paying $70, paying for the online subscription, buying the DLC, you deserve to face hackers and cheaters. Not because you bought the game, but because you need to learn your lesson about handing any company money for online fees. You really think Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are protecting you from hackers? No, they're just there to take your money and charge you for something that should be free. This is why we can't have nice things. As first spotted by GameSpark, a Japanese language publication, things in Legends ZA have taken a rather drastic and unfortunate turn, with players experiencing a multitude of cheating related issues. Players spamming moves and bypassing the cooldown, attacking continuously, or having attacks with an AoE that is wider than what is considered normal. As you can see right here, we got footage from Reddit. Now, keep in mind, Reddit considers everything out there to be hacking, so you could easily dismiss them, but after seeing this footage, I think they might actually be right. Check it out. Yep, that's cheating 100%. That person is cheating. Oh no! But seriously though, I mean, how pathetic do you gotta be to cheat in a children's game? Let's be real here for a second. I mean, yeah, I enjoy Nintendo fanboy tears and Pokemon fanboy tears, but cheating in a children's game? How do you feel no shame in that? I mean, unless your entire point was to ruin the experience for everyone else, but if you were legitimately cheating to win against 8-year-olds, you're pathetic either way. The problem seems to be so widespread. Many of these instances have been captured by players and shared online, helping paint the picture of a system that had good intentions, but has since been impacted by people looking to ruin the fun. In one such recorded instance, a Garchomp can be seen repeatedly executing the same attack without any sort of break. Here's that footage. Yeah. If you're enraged with that, you're done. So it looks like they have the ability to just infinitely spam those attacks with no cooldown. That's it. Yeah, that's. I don't know if that's hacking, but someone's figured out a way to cheat in this game. Behold the state of online battles. Sad. I mean, I'll be real with you. I don't know what's more sad. The fact that, you know, a children's game is getting hacked, or adults are upset that the children's game is getting hacked. I mean, these are like 30-plus-year-old men still playing Pokemon, so sad is you know, subjective. The real tragedy is in the eyes of the beholder, of course. But as GameSpark notes, it's not just cheating that's happening online, as players are somehow making their trainer picks actual photos of individuals and not of in-game characters. It's not game breaking by any means, but is rather annoying for those who are playing the game the right way. Well, I mean, first off, I'm surprised Nintendo and Game Freak haven't allowed you to have your own picture. Of all the things to complain about, I would say that's a quality of life change from hackers, actually. Wouldn't you? I mean, you can't upload your own pics. Yeah, you have to use a default trainer. I don't really see a problem with it as long as there's a filter system there to catch any naughty images, because I mean, of course, you got to be extra careful. But still, not really sure how that one bugs the Nintendo guys. According to a few Reddit users, a modded Nintendo Switch has access to the in-game files where players can swap out the photo. Again, not game breaking, but also annoying. Why though? I have trouble seeing why that one is annoying. That one would make me jealous. I'd be like, I want my own photo. Let me go buy a modded / hacked Switch 1. But then again, that could result in Nintendo bricking your system, so don't do it. Of course, it's worth noting that all this behavior goes directly against terms of use that have been established. Ooh, oh no, I'm so scared. For example, hacking or other behavior that interferes with battles or operations, and behavior that inconveniences or creates an unpleasant impression for other participants are both outlined as no-goes, as in any behavior that Nintendo Co. Ltd. And the Pokemon Company and their subsidiaries deems inappropriate. Yeah, well, keep in mind, these guys will practically brick your system if you even try to use another Switch dock. Although I don't really see how it's inappropriate to put up your own image, but I don't know. I guess them's the rules. Which all of the above, including the photo swaps, would fall under. I mean, yeah, naturally you don't want people to be able to cheese their way through a game, and you don't want unbeatable opponents who can't be beaten because they're hacking. Duh, I get that. It's just that I don't care, because I like seeing Pokemon fans suffer. So please, don't stop. It's noted that players who engage in the following activities may be penalized, though it isn't outlined exactly what the penalties are. Those same players may also be barred from participating in any future content or events that use internet communications. If they're caught breaking the rules, how and when exactly penalties will be forced is unclear. What is clear, however, is that things are getting rather messy early. And they're gonna get much worse, believe me. Making Pokemon Legends ZA a cross-gen title is basically the only reason there are any hackers at all. Not that like grinding or being #1 in a title like this should mean anything, because it's complete shit anyway. But there's a clear oversight on Game Freak and Nintendo's part, with the Switch 1 being so easily hackable and Pokemon Legends ZA being a cross-gen title. It was bound to happen. I just didn't think it would happen in such a hilarious way. Anyway, the YouTuber Austin John Plays did a video covering it.
The amount of hacking that we are seeing for Pokemon Legends ZA online battles is ridiculous, and Pokemon Company.
And it's not enough. We need more. We need this entire game to go straight to the shitter. Damn, Frit, do you really hate Nintendo so much you want innocent gamers to suffer? Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. And also, you know, this guy with his entire room filled with Pokemon products, I hope he's having a bad time too. I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at all that consumerism. Oh my God. Nice mic though.
Pokemon Legends ZA, and the answer is you can't. You can't get the Beast Ball in Pokemon Legends ZA, which is why we know 100% for a fact that Pokemon is hacked. Well, to be clear, Pokemon itself may not be hacked. What could have happened is someone who had a Beast Ball and hacked it into the game, put it on a Pokemon, and then traded it with someone else. They took that Beast Ball off, found a shiny Alpha Lucario, and then caught it with a Beast Ball, which by doing the calculations, because the Beast Ball has a 1/10 catch rate, took it about 83 attempts to catch that Pokemon. That 100% can be a real scenario, and that person may not have even known that the Beast Ball wasn't available in game. But there's a much simpler explanation, which is it's hacked. And this is just beginning to scratch the surface on something that's generally called a ball legality, which is what Pokemon can be and what balls, which is broken wide open ever since Sword and Shield brought back a bunch of the old Apricorn balls, and Scarlet and Violet also had them. But
fascinating.
Before we have access to those Pokemon, we know 100% for a fact Neo Zero used a Beast Ball that is unobtainable on a Pokemon in an online battle. By the way, for the record.
And there you go. I mean, that's basically all you really need to know. I recommend you go and watch this guy's video. I will link it down below. I don't agree with his Nintendo consumerism and Pokemon fanboyism, but if you really want to know more about the issues going on right now, this is the video to check out. You'll begin to wonder what necessity people have in cheating in the first place. Like, Pokemon is easy as balls. I mean, the game was literally designed for children. So why do people even need to cheat to win? Like, the game is unfun enough as it is. How are you having fun by not properly participating? I don't get it. Either way, Pokemon is not in a good place right now. I mean, in terms of sales, it's doing astronomically well, as we expect it to. It's Pokemon. But in terms of online gameplay, it's a mess. Game Freak doesn't deserve your money if this is what's going on right now. They can't even control the hacking situation or the cheaters. They were entirely unprepared because they rushed this project. Like I said, this game is rushed, and Pokemon fans just ate it up. They put their pre-orders in, not thinking twice, and now the game is hacked and they want to cry. And the problem is that they're crying towards a company that couldn't give two shits. Game Freak is already working on the next game. If you expect Legends ZA to have great everlasting support and be a good long-term evergreen title, you're out of your mind. They're counting down the days to the final update. What they do about the hackers and cheaters, I'm not so sure. But as it is, I'm quite satisfied with the pain and misery it's causing them. They deserve it. Meanwhile, Palworld is out here, and they just revealed Palworld Mobile. Not to mention, they also revealed like a new published indie title. Then they revealed Pal Farm, and Game Freak's over here and they can barely hold their game together with glue and tape. It's pathetic, but it's the kind of shit that I know you tune in for because you get off to it just like I do, because we're born haters. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. With that being said, see you in the next one.
Fritongo sucks ass.